gathering this offering. And I'm going to make mention of this a little bit later in our message, and because this offering shows up in our long-range, long-term history, and so we'll talk about that in just a moment. But our church goal this year is $6,000. Every year that I've been here as your pastor, we have increased this goal because of you, because of your generosity, and because of your heart to give. And so I want you to use those envelopes that you have in the pews in front of you. We restock those every week to make sure that you have no excuse but to reach out there and get one of those nice kind of multicolored envelopes and use that to give your Lottie Moon Christmas offering. It may not hurt to go ahead and on the memo line of your check put Lottie Moon, just so the money counters will see that and be sure and note it and count it for the Christmas offering. Okay. You know that this goes to our over 3,500 missionaries that are serving all throughout the world. And some of them, most of them, are in some very, very hard, very difficult places and among very difficult people. And the reason that we go to and that we really zero in and try to target unreached people groups and unengaged people groups is because of what we've just read, that when every people group has had the opportunity to hear the gospel and to create and to experience what faith does and how faith then creates a disciple-making movement, when that happens among every people group, Jesus told us the end will then come. Well, there are still people groups that have not heard. And so that tells me that there's still time. And so the reason that we still have unengaged, unreached people groups is the ones that are left, they're the hardest to reach. They're the hardest to reach. That's why they're still unreached. So we've got to have people that are willing to go. So I want you to listen and look at a team. This is a story about a team of people that are in one of the largest cities in the world. So let's watch this.
As a team and as a community of believers, God has given us a mission. God compels us together to reach a massive city.
Well,
Mexico City is a free-for-all.
A lot of traffic.
Terrible traffic.
There are things that can happen. They're not the worst things in the world.
Everybody's in a hurry.
Getting anywhere takes forever.
Millions and millions of people coming in from Europe, South America.
Cultural influences from all over the world that you find here in business and art and music.
From Germany, from the Middle East, from Africa, from China.
From unreached people groups around the world.
They're not an isolated country full of mariachis.
Where are the unreached places? Who are the unreached people?
It's hard to know kind of where to begin.
There's so many pockets of different areas, of different groups. Jewish, Mexicans, Germans.
A Lebanese community.
So this city has a reach worldwide, and we want to follow those lines to take the gospel all over the world.
The Lord has put together a team of incredible people
Who are humble and are submissive to one another.
When I look at our team, we are a small representation of what Mexico is.
Cuban American, a girl from Memphis.
Koreans.
I was born in Cuba. Lily was born in Colombia.
Todd Beal, I think he's like a descendant of a Cherokee chief or something like that.
Different experiences, different backgrounds.
The dynamic of working together as a team is there's so much that we can offer together.
Trabajar unidos con diferentes dones con un mismo propósito, Jesucristo.
Mega City presents a lot of challenges.
Their fellowship time is not with their next door neighbor. Their fellowship are the connections they have through their works. How do you minister in a world like that?
Most ministry happens at night because that's when people are home. So you have to be willing to be at someone's house till midnight, whatever it takes. That burden of lostness, I think it weighs heavy on all of us on the team.
Because we're only a team of 12 people and there's 28 million people, we can't reach them by ourselves.
We're seeking to leverage, to mobilize, to be catalytic in the way that we're working.
Invitan para conferencias, el internet, el Skype. Tengo grupos de Cali, Colombia, tengo grupos de Italia, tengo grupos en todo lugar.
Mentoring with guys who are studying here at this campus, especially guys who are interested in pastoring or missions or sensing some kind of a calling. We're trying to team together with our national partners here.
Working with the seminaries.
The local churches, as well as folks coming down from our Baptist churches in the States.
Limitless partners from the United States.
To be able to get the gospel in their homes and in their hearts.
We cannot do it alone.
God's still calling people. He hasn't stopped. Not just to be pastors, not just to be teachers, not just to be local missionaries, but to reach all the nations.
So did you hear that? The burden of lostness is great. 12 people, 12, a team of 12, 28 in a city of 28 million people. And does that, if that doesn't make you feel pretty like, wow, you know, what in the world could we do? I don't know what would, but it's that forces you to say, God, we're here, we're available, we're ready, and we have to have you show up. And that's really where our missionaries live every single day, is just total dependence upon God. And so when you give your Christmas offering, you're helping a team like this, a team of people that are doing the greatest work in the world, hard work, but doing it with joy and gladness because that's what God's called them to do. Amen? And the story that they're telling are these truths that we keep singing over and over every year in these Christmas carols. Probably my favorite Christmas carol is the one that we're just about to sing. And it's because of, in fact, I commented to Monica when we were kind of going through this, that there's just lots of words. There's lots of words in this Hark the Herald Angels Sing. But I mean, they are packed. They are rich with the truth of the gospel. So I want you to really pay attention to those words. We're going to sing a couple of verses to Hark the Herald Angels, and then we're going to sing a couple of verses of Silent Night, Holy Night. Okay? Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Hark the herald